Welcome to AB Gives Back at Home. My name is Miss Kelly, and I have a third grade daughter named Isla. And joining me today is Kodiak. Kodiak, who's your teacher?
Miss Yi.
Mrs. Yee, you're in kindergarten. Isla had Mrs. Yee too. We like her very much.
My sister also had Mrs. Yi.
I know. That's where my daughter met your sister.
Ida?
Yeah. All right, Kodiak, do you know what we're going to be doing today?
Scavenger hunt?
We are going to do a scavenger hunt. That's happening soon. But the PTA is making videos that feature students just like you doing community service projects every month. And so you're going to get a video sent to your home that you can watch with your family, do the project, and earn Wildcat Adventure points for your classroom. Have you heard of those?
Those what?
Wildcat Adventure points.
Wildcat Adventure points?
Yeah. Did you do Dine AV? You know what? We'll talk about it soon, and then you'll remember, I think. Once you see the picture, you'll remember of the QR code. Okay. Get Wildcat Adventure points for your class. So soon, we're going to be doing a project, but first, I want to do a scavenger hunt. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Everyone at home, you have 1 minute to find something that someone made for you. Are you ready? Steady, go.
Mine?
Yeah, you can go get it. Uh-huh. You got your item. I'm going to bring it over here. Let's see. How many seconds? Can you read that?
34?
Yeah, 34 seconds left. What do you think they're getting at home?
I don't know. Are you all going to be able to see their face?
No, but we can pretend we can. Say like, ooh, that's so cool what that person has.
I think Everett is here. Or Ivy.
Are those your friends?
Now, or Ethan. Or Ellie. They're my friends.
Ready? 3, 2,
Two,
1. Okay. All right, Kodiak, can you show us the item that someone made for you?
Uncle Greg got Mount Rushmore from somewhere, and he also got us costumes and Thor and slap bracelet Thor, and Hannah, my sister, got Wonder Woman and a Wonder Woman slap bracelet, and we even got fossils.
That's a lot. You want to see mine? Mine is small compared to that, but it means a lot to me. This is a necklace that Isla made for me for Mother's Day. So Kodiak, do you think because your uncle made it for you, it's more special to you? Yeah? Well, later on today, we're going to be making something for our neighbors. We're going to be doing a special project.
Elise?
Is that your neighbor?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Over there.
Maybe her then. But first, we're going to read a book. Are you ready? I already read this book to Kodiak, so you won't feel so bad for not seeing the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is called What Can a Citizen
I can see it
Do?
from over there.
You can still see some of it. What in the world can a citizen do? Who can a citizen be? A citizen is just like you. A citizen can plant a tree. A citizen can help a neighbor. A citizen can join a cause, something they really care about. Look, that says no trumpet. Let's see what they think about that.
Okay.
A citizen can write a letter. A citizen can help change laws. He's got a marker.
I start this way.
They went from no trumpets to okay trumpets. They changed that law in their world. A citizen can right a wrong. A citizen can turn things round. A citizen can get things right side that have been upside down. A citizen should be engaged. That means they get involved. A citizen should care and care. Here comes the silly part, Kodiak. A citizen should build things, save things. A citizen can be a bear. What? Yes, a citizen can be a bear. A citizen can be a kid. A citizen can wear pink pants. A citizen cannot stay hid. A citizen's not what you are. A citizen is what you do. A citizen could not forget the world is more than you. We're part of a society. One full of joy and pain. A land of latticed people, none of us the same. And if we help just one, help one lonely soul, we open doors and bring in light. We bind us all and make us whole. So forget yourself a second. Grab a shovel or a pen. Do something for another. Don't you dare doubt that you can. Everything makes an impact on a bigger big than you.
Okay.
And it all starts with a question: what can a citizen do? You found a prop?
American.
America. Thank you, Mr. Kodiak. I like this book. It's a little silly. Like, what part was silly?
They made that big fort.
Yeah, they made a fort.
I can't believe they made that fort with a bear.
I know, that was the part that was silly for me. The bear is wearing pink pants. But you know what I really like?
What?
When they say a citizen can help a neighbor. And Kodiak, how old do you think the kids are in this book?
They could be any age.
Yeah, any age. Look at that. Do they look like they could be your age?
No,
No, what do you think then?
they could look like they could be their own age, like 6 or.
You're 6.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh.
5.5.
Oh, okay. 5.5. So do you think they could be 5.5?
Yeah.
Or
Maybe 5.5, 4.5.
Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah.
2.5. 1.5.
Yeah,
You
They could be
any age.
any
even,
age.
Even 100.
100. Yeah. Maybe there's a 100-year-old stuck in this one. They look like students at Arroyo Vista. They could be our ages too. And Kodiak, are you old enough to help kids and neighbors just like these kids were helping each other and their neighbors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And even though you do a small thing, do you think it can make a really big difference?
What kind of difference?
That's a really good question. So today we're going to do a small project to help our neighbors. And we're going to see if it makes a big difference. We especially want to help our neighbors that are elderly or much older, or neighbors who can't move around very well.
Like Elise and one of our few houses away, Mark. I actually went against him once on my soccer team.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and also he was in my kindergarten.
Can you think?
I meant in my TK.
Can you think of any neighbors that are much older than you, like grandma, grandpa age?
Like my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, or neighbors that are about their age.
My cousin, because my cousin Coco, she
Mhm.
could, I think she's 6 or she could be 7, 6.5.
Yeah, so that's much older than you.
Yeah, and our cousin Kuma, he's actually older than me.
Yeah.
He's 8.5, I think.
You know, Isla has a lot of neighbors who are really old. Like they're probably 75 or 80. Is that a little bit older than your cousins? Yeah, a little bit. And we want to do a project for them because we want to make sure they have basic items they'll need after an emergency.
Like once
And
I made a mask for my grandma Kanyai.
just like that. And was it special to her?
I told her to put instead you could put it on the board to hang up, but she could put it on her face.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what you do with masks. Because yeah, we want to make sure they're have everything they need for an emergency. Can you think of some emergencies or natural disasters? Do you know that word? Those words?
Fire.
Yes. And what else do we have a lot in California?
Robbers.
Robbers. What about natural disasters? Something the earth does.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes. And Kodiak, have you ever been in an earthquake?
Yes. Once our lamp was shaking over in the family room, our playroom, and the lamp was shaking in there, like the one that shows light by our couch. That one was shaking. We all went out of the room and stayed right at the place to enter. You go in the room. We're like staying there, but I like stayed like at the like I stayed like if this was like this, I would stay like here.
Okay, in the doorway.
Like that.
Was
I
it
put this
scary?
away.
Yeah, okay, you can put that away.
I'll tell you after, but I'll tell you.
It was not scary. Well, that's good. Okay. So you know what? We're gonna try to make sure that our neighbors are safe during an earthquake. So how can you prepare for an earthquake? How do you think?
Stay calm and make sure everyone's safe.
Those are two really good tips that you're giving to Arroyo Vista. Let's walk through what happens during and after an earthquake. So we don't really have to worry about buildings falling on us, right? Because in California, the buildings are very safe. They're meant to withstand an earthquake. But do you think the lights might go out?
Yes.
So what might you want to have near you in case the lights go out? A flashlight.
Just in case it's dark.
Yeah. So I got these at the dollar store. So if you were going to make sure your neighbor was safe, do you think it might be good to put a little kit together for them?
If it was dusty, you could flash a flashlight around, and when you could find him, you could point it at him or turn it in the background so he could follow you.
That's exactly right. So if the lights go out and it's dusty because there's just an earthquake or a fire, then you would need this to look around. So that's the first thing we're going to put in our emergency kit. Should we put it right over here for right now?
Sure.
Okay, next question for our emergency kit. Do you think after an earthquake?
Like
yeah, let's show. It's not showing here. Kodiak's stacking it. Okay, so after an earthquake, what happens if the water is not running in the sinks? What should you have in your kit so that you can still have water? Water. Bottles of water. So if this was in someone's emergency kit, this would last them for almost a day. So this is a good thing to have near you after an earthquake.
But if you don't want to go downstairs and it's still very dusty, you could try getting an emergency mask.
Oh my goodness. Wow, good idea, Kodiak. Look what we have here. These,
And
do you want to hold that one?
flashlight.
And a flashlight. So these masks, well, you're used to them now because of COVID, but they don't just protect you from germs, they protect you from dust. Kodiak was saying there might be dust everywhere after an earthquake or a fire, and these masks will help protect you. Okay, so what other necessities, things that we need to live? We have water, but can you think of something else that we would want to have close by after an emergency?
Food.
Food, yes. And would you want something, what do you think? Is it a good idea to put some of your favorite, like, would you put milk and cheese and apples that can rot in your emergency kit?
No,
What type of food would you want to put in
I would want to put cucumbers,
it?
and but it's my favorite. But I would like put ice in the bag.
Ice in the back. What about something? So this emergency kit, you're just going to keep next to your bed. So do you think cucumbers would do, or ice would do well next to your bed if it's not
No.
refrigerated?
You would like need snacks and stuff that don't need to be cold. But sometimes people ask their mom or dad, they look like back here somewhere to see if it's still good.
Yeah, that's a good, okay. So this doesn't expire. Oh, you know, I don't see an expiration date. It's probably on the box. This one doesn't expire for a whole year. So is this a good thing to put in an emergency kit for a neighbor? Okay. And these probably don't expire for a while either. Okay, so let's put these in the emergency kit. Now, question for you. So we said it's not likely that a building is going to collapse on your neighbor, but could they still get small cuts and scrapes, do you think?
Yes, but they won't get small.
So question for you. Something backing out right now. Question for you. When you were in an earthquake, you said you saw things shaking. Did you see anything fall off the shelves or fall off the wall?
No.
You didn't? If
It
you
was
were
just
in a
like-
bigger earthquake,
It was just, but it was like,
what if it was like this? Do you think if you were in a bigger earthquake, things might fall off the walls? Like a big earthquake.
Like it would go like,
Do you think stuff would fall off the walls?
yeah.
Yeah.
And even stuff that's very sticky, it could fall off the wall. But if it's like very, very, very sticky, like sticky enough as crazy glue and
Mhm.
sticky there for a while, it could stay on.
No, there you go. So some stuff might stay, some stuff might fall. So if you have little cuts and scrapes, you can hold that one. That's a little emergency kit. So you can get one of those at the dollar store or Target, but you know, just a few Band-Aids in a bag, that's a good thing to have, don't you think?
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else? So we have water, we have food, we have flashlights, we have a mini first aid kit, we have masks. What else might you want to give to your neighbor in their emergency kit? Can you think of anything?
Emergency kit?
Yeah.
Hand
Oh, look
sanitizer.
at that.
And you or you could get if it's like if it has like a protector water cup that could protect all the dirt of going inside it, you could bring it in.
That's exactly right. So you need a way to clean your hands, especially if they're really dirty or you have a cut. So you need a way to clean yourself. So hand sanitizer or wipes like this is a great way. And then you don't have to waste your water supply because you should save that for drinking. Okay, and you know what, Kodiak, the last thing I have here, which is just kind of an optional thing. Do you think you might get bored? So if the lights aren't working, the TV isn't working. Do you think you might get bored or your neighbor might get bored?
Yes, so you could pack games like Dog Man and a cat's game and dog game, anything, but at least it has to fit the room. And don't bring that much stuff out and it won't fit the room.
Yeah, and we want these kits to be pretty small. We're not trying to give them like a whole big thing. So small things, you're right, are good. So maybe like a deck of cards, or this is crossword puzzles with a pen. What do you think?
Yeah, but
Okay.
if there was like a fire inside, and there was like a little window, and you had like a little hideout under your bed. If you were in it, and there was like an oxygen thing in there, you could wear it on and to see if it fits you. But if it fits you, you could go out and tell your mom and dad.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. Well, Kodiak, we have all of the items that we're going to give to our neighbors. Now we just have to have something to put them in. So, you know, you can always do a Ziploc bag. This will hold everything.
I got another bag. Could I get them?
Do you want to get a bag?
But there's big and little, so I'll get those
Okay.
for options.
Okay. And while Kodiak is getting his options for bags, we have these options. These you can get 2 for $1, the dollar store, just little craft bags. And then you can decorate them. This is one of my favorite ways to personalize something. So it's a really nice gesture to give a neighbor something that you made for them. It's even nicer to add a little message or a picture. So right now I'm going to share my screen so you can see some things I wrote down. This has some words like stay safe. I want you to be safe in an emergency, safety first. Or you can personalize it. If you want to make a lot of these for your neighbors, that's a great idea. You can write your name. I wrote Kodiak's name here. You could write your name and the emergency kit or neighbor emergency kit. And you can draw a picture, anything that is special to you, or this little first aid cross too. Ooh, options. Kodiak brought options. You know what? I think we're going to save those for a different kit because right now we're going to decorate these bags and put them in here.
Okay, we got stickers.
You know, let's start with crayons and markers and then we can add stickers after. Do you like
Okay.
that plan? Okay,
Do you have the stuff for it?
I have everything, but thank you for asking. So at home, you can pause the video, find a bag that will work for you. And if you are using a Ziploc bag, then you can just include a note or a piece of paper that you decorate in the same way and put it in front so they can still see it. All right, I'm gonna get out markers and crayons right now. And then Kodiak and I are gonna get busy decorating these bags. So Kodiak, I have some options up here so we can write things or we can just draw pictures. So this can go to a neighbor, like we were saying, if you have an older neighbor or a neighbor that might need help after an emergency, but also you can give it to, can you think of anyone else that might need an emergency kit after an earthquake?
Yeah, like we could give it to Elise,
Yeah.
Mark, or cousins.
Yeah.
Or anyone like our friends, but definitely not strangers.
What? Very good. Very good. You're full of tips today. Good job, Kodiak. What about your grandma? Do you think
Yeah.
she might like it? Do you
Yeah.
want to decorate this bag for your grandma?
I would decorate this bag for our family.
Okay. You can choose markers or crayons. I'm going to decorate for one of our neighbors. And
I'm
then
gonna
Isla.
decorate this for a family or Elise.
Okay. Elise, I think you have an emergency kit coming your way. That's very kind of you. Do you think it will brighten her day, make her happy that you were thinking of her?
Yeah.
I think
Now
so.
I'm just learning how to write bodies.
It's tough. But I think whoever ends
This
up
is
with this is
weird.
gonna
This
appreciate
could
it.
be Kanyai. This could be Kanyai because she's tall.
I just did a little first aid cross there. They know it's a first aid bag. And where do you think someone should keep an emergency kit, Kodiak?
In a locker.
A locker, like inside their house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have like a code thing at our house. And our password.
You know what? You don't have to say the password. It's okay.
Why I just want to say it.
Why don't you keep the password just between you and your family so that
Okay.
just you guys can,
Break in.
but then, yeah, but that's really kind of you to try to offer that to everyone. All right. I think I'm going to write, you know what? I'm going to put Isla's emergency kit. Do you see how I wrote your name up there? Like if you want to make a lot of these, you can personalize it so they know who it came from. So you can write your name. You packed this emergency kit and they get to keep it. You know, if I were them, I would keep it by my bed. Or maybe if I had a favorite chair by the TV, I would keep it there. And then if it's close to places where you spend a lot of time, then it is probably going to be close to you during an earthquake. Kodiak, you're in kindergarten, so you've never done a great shakeout, have you?
What great shakeout?
Yeah. So that is when you learn what to do during an earthquake. So you're going to learn how to do earthquake drills, and you're going to learn what you do right after an earthquake.
Okay.
So you're going to do that in school, and it's coming up this month. Did you know that?
No.
I think it'll be fun.
Well, I am excited for Halloween because my costumes, alien capturing me, but the legs are fake.
That's funny.
I'll get it after at the end of this video.
To show, okay. I'm looking forward to that. The sun is creeping in on our faces, Mr. Kodiak. So while you keep decorating, I'm going to close the curtains real fast.
And now it's getting my face. Now
Better?
see.
Better. Okay, I'm going to stop this because I think everyone probably has an idea of what they want to say on their bag. And I'm going to show what I did. So I just did my daughter's name, Isla's emergency kit. We'll probably make a few of these and pass them out. We have a lot of older neighbors that live around us. So it's just really nice to connect with them and let them know that you're going to make sure they're safe after an earthquake or other emergency. So while you're finishing up Kodiak, I'm going to talk a little bit more. So at home, when you finish decorating your bag, then you can stuff your bag. So I'm just going to remind everyone the items that we had in there. We had water. You could fit 2 water bottles in here. So we're going to put some water in here. We had a flashlight with batteries. Again, you can get this at the dollar store. We had a little emergency kit or just a bag with some Band-Aids in there. We had some snacks. We decided not to do cucumbers and ice. We're just doing these non-perishable snacks that should last 6 months to a year. Kodiak also said we need a mask. So here's a pack of masks. What else do we have, Kodiak?
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Flashlight.
Got the flashlight. How about?
And the Band-Aids and a med kit.
Yep. Here's some wipes.
Like there's a med kit in a game on Roblox called Field Trip Z.
Wow.
It's
I bet
zombie
a lot of kids
too.
will know what you're talking about. And this is Kodiak. Look at what he did. He drew a picture of his grandma. Is that your grandma? Is that you and Panda?
This
Okay.
is my grandma. This is me, and this is Elise. Or it could be Baby Owen.
Baby Owen, very nice. So this is our kit. It's small, it's basic, but it's all the things that someone in need will need after an earthquake. So after you make your kit, you can snap a picture with it and send it to the PTA if you want. But most importantly, grab a grown-up and deliver it to your neighbor and let them know that you want them to be safe after an earthquake. And then you can scan. Here, let me share my screen. So Kodiak, I think you might know this picture then. This one. Have you seen this before with a QR code?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the Wildcat Adventure, and you can get points for doing this project with us today. So you can have your grown-up scan the QR code here, or just wait for an email from us. I'm going to stop sharing.
I'm gonna open this.
You want to pack yours while I finish talking? You can put all the rest of the stuff in there.
All these are, do I give it?
No, all this stuff. That's all for you. Yeah. Is it a lot?
Yeah. This?
Yeah.
Even the cheese.
Yeah. Everything goes in. Kodia, thank you so much for helping me today. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited to give the kit to your grandma or neighbor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So AV, thank you guys so much for helping me today and helping your neighbors. We had a lot of fun. So you are making sure that your neighbor is safe, but what about you? Does your family have everything you need for an emergency or an earthquake? If not, AV Gives Back this month, we're going to be making lots of short videos to help you prepare. So you can learn what to pack in your family emergency kit. Yeah, you can put those in too. What to put in your personal emergency kit and how to make a family emergency plan with escape routes and the whole bit. All right, so be on the lookout for links for that. We done? I think we're done. Thank you guys for joining us today. We'll see you next month.